Good afternoon, I'm Cheryl Mercedes. My co-anchor Greg Merriweather has the day off. We begin with breaking news here at 5. 5 days, suspension, and a speeding ticket. That's what a Baton Rouge police officer has been given after running over and killing a man with his police unit. This happened back in June on Florida Boulevard. The police department quietly made their decision about the case 2 weeks ago, but said nothing publicly until the WAFB investigative team asked about the case today. The officer, Frederick Thornton, was on duty but was not heading to a call. You might remember from our investigative report, one eyewitness told 9 News the officer was driving, quote, crazy and almost hit an ambulance before killing Philip Clark as Clark was crossing Florida. So far, police have not yet said how fast the officer was driving, only that he was speeding.
Louisiana cop who fatally struck pedestrian back on the job after 5-day suspension and a ticket. September 30, 2017. A Louisiana cop is back on the job after receiving a 5-day suspension and a speeding ticket for striking and killing a pedestrian in his unmarked patrol back in late June. Baton Rouge officer Frederick Thornton is now working with the Street Crimes Unit after serving the suspension. Thornton fatally struck 42-year-old Philip Clark, of Meridian, at about 5:40 p.m. on June 27. Baton Rouge Police Sergeant Elgene McNeely refused to say how fast Thornton was going at the time of the incident. However, Thornton received a speeding ticket after the incident, which indicates he was traveling over the speed limit when he attempted to drive around an ambulance crossing in front of him at an intersection and hit Clark, who was crossing the street. A man who witnessed the incident stated the patrol car was traveling very fast at the time of incident. He was going too fast to think about what he was going to do. He couldn't stop, and so it looked like he went even faster to try to beat the ambulance because there was no way he was going to stop for the ambulance, the witness told WAFB. Clark, an 8-year veteran of the department, was on duty at the time he caused the fatality. Sergeant McNeely stated Thornton was not responding to an emergency call at the time, but he was actually headed to an assignment for the Street Crimes Unit. The unit is not dispatched on emergency calls. But McNeely said they do get put on assignments, which are not necessarily time-sensitive, but depending on circumstances, they could be. However, McNeely refused to indicate what assignment Thornton was on or whether or not the particular assignment was time-sensitive. Although the Baton Rouge Police Department concluded their internal affairs investigation about 2 weeks ago, which cleared Thornton, District Attorney Hiller C. Moore says a separate investigation by his office is still ongoing to determine if any formal charges will be filed. Baton Rouge Police initially waited about 48 hours to release Thornton's name. Thornton formerly worked in the Uniform Patrol Unit.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.